Is a network marketing home party actually worth it? Is a network marketing party actually going to be effective in helping you build the business that you love? Well, my name is Karen Angeli, and do me a favor if you are coming in right now and you want to watch this, but you don't have time right now, go ahead and hit the save button because then you can actually watch this later, all right? But my name is Karen Angeli from KarenAngeli.com, and I am so excited that you're here. If you're coming in live, let me know, and let me know where you're coming in from. I want to connect with you. If you're coming in on the replay, do me a favor, give me a hashtag replay, and also let me know where you're coming in from because I want to connect with you. I want to chat. So let's talk about this question of, is a network marketing home party actually worth it? Okay, this is a question that I kind of wish that I had asked myself when I first started in the industry, okay? Because I think it would have saved me a lot of time. It would have saved me a lot of money. I'm going to share my story around this. I'm going to share the pros and cons around this particular question. And then I'm going to hopefully help you decide what's better for you, okay? I already know what's better for me, but I want to know what's better for you because this is all about you. This is all about your business and how we can get you from A to B as fast as possible, okay? So let's first get started in talking about what an effective party actually looks like. Whether it's online or whether it's a home party, doesn't matter. Okay, these principles still go across the board. Okay, so let's talk about 3 things that I feel really helped me when I was building my business with parties. What actually helped me be effective? What actually helped me have good parties in the long run? Okay, so the first thing that I did is that I made sure that I was inviting people properly to the event. Okay, so I'm a millennial, okay? So this is really difficult for me, all right? Like, I know that there are other people out there that are in the same boat as well, whether you're introverted, you're a millennial, or you just don't love home parties. I get it. Like, I really do. I get it. Sometimes it's not comfortable to invite properly to a party. But what does the invite actually look like, okay? We are not picking up our phone and actually texting people and inviting them to our event. This is probably one of the most impersonal ways to invite somebody to an event, okay? And the reason I say that, yes, you can do this for any other kind of event that you have. I will say that in general, picking up your phone and inviting somebody with a text message is just impersonal, okay? You're going to have less people show up to your event, whether you're having a business party, whether you're having just a fun event, you're gonna have less people show up, okay? Because if you pick up the phone and actually talk to somebody, they're gonna hear your voice, they're gonna hear about how excited you are about whatever event you have, and they're going to be like, yeah, I want to hang out with you. You know, like it's more personal. Okay. So I will say that that is one thing I did extraordinarily well whenever I did have parties. Okay. So the second thing that I did that I feel as though made my parties actually super effective was I made them simple. Okay. I made sure that whatever was in front of my guests would be something that somebody else could do. Okay. So what do I mean by this? If I have a party and I have this massive spread of food in front of people, somebody's going to come in and look at that. Maybe they don't have the means to do that. Maybe they don't have the time to do that. Somebody's going to take a look at that and go, I can't do what you did. Whether it's conscious or unconscious, that's ultimately going to have somebody question what it is that you're doing, okay? So having a simple party where I had people over, I had maybe finger foods, if that, I made sure people had water, I made sure people were comfortable, I made sure that there was comfortable seating for people. That was pretty much it, okay? I made sure that people were comfortable and that it was simple, that anybody could do it. Okay. The third thing that I did in order to make sure that I had a successful event is that I made sure that I had people at my event that could share testimonials. Okay. What do I mean by this? I want testimonials as far as who is there that can talk about the product and what it's done for them, or who is there that can talk about the business and what it's done for them. Okay, testimonials, that third-party validation, is crucial because there's something about having a third person come in and share something about what something did for them that makes people go, okay, well, if it worked for 2 people or if it worked for 3 people, then maybe it'll work for me too. Okay. It's kind of like that peer pressure. Okay. So those are the 3 things that I feel as though if you're looking to have a party, these things are actually going to help you be successful. Okay. Have you done any of these things in your business? Do me a favor, drop me a 1. I want to know if these are some things that you've done in your business. Okay. Because I can tell you right now, they were pretty successful for me by doing it this way. Okay. Now, I really want to get into the pros and cons of having a party in your business. Okay. Because I personally, and I'm not going to lie to you, I'm going to give you a little disclaimer. I'm a little biased against having parties. And the reason that I say that is because I spent so much time out helping my team's team build their business that I was constantly on the road. Every night I had an event that I had to go to. Okay. And let me tell you, that gets stinking exhausting. Okay. Like if you're out every night, not in your own home, but you're out at somebody else's home having an event, that gets really old after a while. Okay. Many of you know I do anesthesia by trade. Okay. I do it part-time now because of what network marketing has done and what happened whenever I was able to go part-time, even when I was having those home parties. Okay. But even as a part-time anesthesia provider, it was exhausting because there would be some days that I would work and then I would have to go out to a party. Unfortunately, that's just not something that everybody wants to do. And therefore, it's not duplicatable. Okay. So I want to put that disclaimer out there. That is a little bit of my con side that I'm talking about right now. But I want to talk now about the pros and the cons of having those parties and what it can do for your business if you do them or if you don't want to do them. Okay. So the pros of having a business party is that you can actually get people in front of you, right? Like you have people face to face. People are more likely to feel connected to what you're sharing. Okay. Whether you're able to be face to face with people and you can actually have them try your product if you have samples with you. You can actually have people connect with one another, network with one another. We are social beings, right? Like we love connecting with other people. So having a business event, it was very high touch, right? Like it's very high touch to have people there, to have people socializing, connecting with one another, laughing with one another. People are generally in a good mood at these kind of things. So people at this point, you can see them. You're face to face. Okay. You have that high touch. You're face to face. You connect, you socialize. And then the next thing is that, and this is probably one of the biggest reasons that home parties are great. The next thing is that people are pressured, like they get peer pressure sometimes. Okay. So say you have 5 people at an event. Okay. And maybe you have 4 people that are a little bit skeptical about either joining your business or buying the product. That skepticism of those 4 people could be swayed if that 5th person actually decides that they want to join your team or buy your product. Okay. Because you have that one person that's like, yeah, maybe I do want to try this. Like, let's see what happens. Peer pressure starts to take over and people start to get curious. They're like, well, if they're trying it, maybe I could try it. You know, like there's a money back guarantee and maybe I join and I get some really great products along the way. Peer pressure is a very real thing. Okay. And like I said, we are social beings. And when somebody does something, we don't want to be left out, right? Like FOMO's real, right? Like people hate to feel left out. So if we can actually create that environment where we have somebody that's stepping forward and saying, yeah, I want to try this product, and create some FOMO around either joining the team or buying the product, people really, it's crazy what can happen. People just get excited. They feel like, oh, I need to try this too. I don't want to be the only one that's not trying this. And what can happen is if you get one person, you get two people, now it starts to snowball and everybody's like, yeah, maybe I should see what happens if I try this product or join this team, right? Like you just get this snowball effect, okay? Which is ultimately a really great thing, okay? Now let's talk about some of the cons of having that business event, that home party. And like I said, I'm going to share a little bit about me and what was happening with me that caused me to decide that I didn't want to build my business this way anymore. Okay. I kind of shared a little bit about that, but the biggest thing that I noticed with having those home parties for my side gig is that I didn't have time freedom. Okay. A lot of us join network marketing because we want time freedom, right? Did you join network marketing because you wanted time freedom? Like, hello, yes, please. That was me too, all right? Let me know, drop a 2 if you're like, yeah, I want time freedom. That's what I want in my business, okay? I get it because that's the reason that I started my side hustle as well, okay? I wanted that time freedom. But what I was finding is that my anesthesia job was being replaced by my side hustle job. That's not fun, okay? That's not fun to be like, dang it, I am constantly out at events or traveling or doing these things. Like there's a lot of time that goes into that. And unfortunately, if you're building your business with those events, you really do. You want to support your new team members, whether it's your own personal team member or somebody below them. You want to support them. And what happens is that it eats away a lot of your time, okay? And that is not the most fun thing, to be out at those events constantly. Talking from personal experience, because this was truly my life. I literally would come home from work, take a shower real fast, shove some food in my face, run out the door, okay? I can't tell you how many times I did that, okay? It is exhausting after a while, okay? So I think that's probably my biggest con to having those events, is because you're constantly going somewhere, doing something. And sometimes in your business, you want to have a little bit of leverage, okay? And that's the next thing I want to talk about. When you're having those events, you don't necessarily have the leverage that you're looking for, okay? You can only leverage the amount of people that come to this event, okay? You can't leverage anymore. You cannot reach out to the masses, okay? There's this leverage and scalability issue that you hit up against, okay? You can't leverage those events. Yes, you can duplicate yourself and have people do the events for you and have those people in place that can do the things that you want to do if you have duplicated yourself. But I will say that what happens if that person that you've duplicated yourself in, and this happened to me, okay? What happens if that person that you've duplicated yourself in decides that they want to walk away from their business, okay? You now have to start digging back into those places to help your team continue to grow. Otherwise, it starts to fail, okay? That leverage that you once had is no longer there, okay? That scalability is not there because you can only reach the amount of people that come to that event. You can't reach people in mass, all right? Like you can only reach those people that are there, okay? You can't have this event and then bring in hundreds of people to this event because you can only do as many people as you can invite one by one, right? Like we don't want to invite one by one anymore. We want to invite in mass people that are already interested in what we have to offer, okay? And this kind of brings me to the reason that I want to talk about how come I enjoy building without those home parties anymore, okay? Because I actually am able to leverage the internet because I build online now, okay? I can leverage the internet and I can actually scale because I can reach people in mass that are already interested in what I have to offer. How many have had an event or a party where you've had a lot of people show up, but nobody's actually interested in buying or joining the team? That feels like the biggest waste of time ever, right? Because maybe these people are here just for moral support. They're not actually interested in what you have to offer. That feels like the biggest waste of time ever. I want to reach people in mass that are already interested in what I have to offer, okay? And that's the reason that I started looking online to actually start building my business, all right? So here's what I did. I found what I'm about to share with you right now to help me start figuring out how to start attracting people in mass, okay? So what I want to share with you, I found this really awesome training. It's going to share with you 5 social media hacks that you can start using on social media to actually start attracting people your way. Okay. What I'm going to do is that if you are watching this right now, I am going to share that link with you so that you can actually check that out. You can see if you're on YouTube, it is in the description. If you are on Facebook, it is also in the comments above, okay? So go ahead and check that out. It's the 5 social media hacks to help you start recruiting online, all right? Gives you more time freedom, gives you more leverage, gives you more scalability, which is ultimately, as a leader in the industry, which is ultimately what I wanted, okay? I wanted to actually start having people that were interested in what I already had to offer coming my way. All right. So if you're thinking, yeah, that sounds really awesome, I invite you to take a look at that right now. I'm going to share that with you. Go ahead, click on that link, check it out. Hope this was helpful, and I will see you on the next one. See you later.